Keep in touch with friends and family with cards you can make yourself today on Hands On.
Hands On is made possible by Elmer's Products, manufacturers of a variety of adhesives, arts and crafts, and office products for use at home, school, or business. Elmers.com. Floorcraft. Floorcraft foam. Make it fun. MakeItFunCrafts.com.
Don't you love getting mail? I mean real letters and cards in your mailbox, and not just email to your phone or computer. Hi, I'm Candie Cooper, and today we're going to make some great cards to make any occasion special. We're making a giant team card for everyone to sign, Mother's and Father's Day cards, summertime, and just a lucky day card, and even a pizza party invitation. So what coach or player wouldn't love to get this giant card? Plus, on the inside, there's plenty of room for everyone to sign. Take a look right here. So let's take a look at what we're going to need to make this ginormous card. You're going to start with your sporty themed papers. You can get these in anything you want, like from baseball to soccer, like I have here. Today we're going to go with the baseball theme. You need a copy of your photo. This is 5x7. Cardstock papers. Some repositionable letters, and you can get these, they come in a pad like this, and check out all the different colors so it matches your team if you like. Some sporty embellishments, a pencil, some scissors, a glue stick, and some foam board. So the first thing we're going to do is cover the front of this card with our baseball paper. And all I'm going to do is flip this over, and luckily this is card is 12 inches. So I only have to cut one side of my paper, and I'm just going to mark that cut with a pencil, and then you can cut it with scissors. And I've actually got one ready right here. And you're going to just use your glue stick on the foam core, since this is a paper surface with foam in the middle. And you can just make sure you get the edges really nice and well covered. I know this glue stick is coming out purple, and if you get some on the edges, you might be worried that you're going to see that. But this actually dries clear. Isn't that nifty? So we're just going to keep getting, and you want to get the center a little bit so that it doesn't pop off. But the edges are where you really want to be most concerned. Okay, see, it's already starting to disappear up here on me. It's fast, huh? Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and stick the paper on the front, and let's move on into the inside. So for the inside, what you're going to want to do is take a plainer piece of paper, like I have here, because this is where all your signatures are going to go, and fold it exactly in half. And then you're going to add 2 skinnier pieces of paper. These are about 3.5 inches wide to your edges, and you can use your glue stick again to get your sides done. And I'm not as careful here to get it all over, but you can take a little bit more time at home. Okay, and then you're going to repeat for the folded section and this other side. Now let's worry about the photo, which it's all about the team, right? And the coach. So you've got your cardstock papers here, and I've gone ahead and cut these so I have a double border. You can use whatever colors you like. And again, we're going to put some glue stick on the back of the paper and around the edges, and stick it on the blue. And then you're going to repeat actually, I didn't mean to do that. I want to actually use the paper towel here to press this in place so we don't get fingerprints all over the picture. Okay, and then you're going to repeat and stick some glue stick on the back and stick this to the red cardstock. And I've got one ready right here. Now let's start decorating the front of this card. First, make sure you have it. Yes, we want it to open this way. And now we are going to start sort of laying things out where we want them. And I've got the letters U and R, U-R, and then number 1. And what we're going to do is peel off the backs of these papers. And you can see it's almost like a little sticky note. And you can position these where you want them. And if you want to, if you think those might be too close, you can just pull them off and then stick them somewhere else. Okay, so let's get these all laid out. And then you're going to use the glue stick to put your picture on the front, like so. There we go. And then just slide this under the UR. And I like it a little off-centered, so it's kind of crooked. And then use our paper towel to press this into place. And you can leave these letters so that they're puffy, they kind of pop out from the card, or you can use your glue stick underneath, like so, to make it permanent. Okay, now to finish it off, we're going to use some of our baseball embellishments, and I'm actually going to use a little bit of, I'm going to use the school glue for this, and put a little bit of glue here and here. Even though these are stickers, this is a card that's going to get handled a little bit, so you may want to use some glue to make sure it really holds it in place. Let's put a Go Team on there. How about that? So now you're going to open up your card and work on the inside, and I've got these same amazing repositionable letters, and you can just start putting these however you like. I folded mine kind of in an arch. You can start with the middle letter even so that you get a perfect center, and then you can glue them permanently with your glue stick. So let's take a look at this really cool team card to the coach.
Whatever the date and whatever the sentiment, we have the perfect card for everyone. We're going to start out with, first of all, a Father's Day card and a Mother's Day card. So I've got my basic supplies in the center, a marker, pencil, some sharp scissors, a hole punch, a glue stick for paper, and some washable school glue. Then let's go to the Father's Day card and look at our basic supplies for that first. We've just got some pattern paper, a solid color, some white cardstock, little piece of gray and a paper clip, and of course our patterns and a few buttons. So let's get started. First thing we want to do is take our card, and all the measurements are going to be on the website so you can see exactly how to cut your paper to start out with. But what I've done is I folded it in half, and that's going to be my card shape. Now I want to get the other pieces and parts ready. So I have a little piece of gray cut 3/4 of an inch by 5 inches, and I'm going to write World's Best Dad. And the first thing we want to do is glue that along the top of the card. And I'm using a purple glue stick, but it is going to dry clear. Let's take this one, it's a little neater. The next thing we want to do is to get our tie ready. So I've taken my pattern paper, taken my pattern pieces, and I'm going to cut out the tie shape. And I'm tracing each one of these and cutting those out. I've got those done for us, so let me put that to the side. And I'm going to position these in place, but I'm not going to glue them down yet because I just want to get them kind of situated where I need them to be. So I've got that in place. The next thing I want to do is I want to create my collar. Now, one of the pattern pieces are these 1 3/4 by 1 3/4 squares. So I'm going to cut those out of white paper, and here I'm going to cut the pocket, which is about 1 inch by 1 3/4, or 1 1/4 by 1 3/4. Remember, these don't have to be exact. I've already cut out 2 collars. I'm going to fold those in half. Then I'm going to come back with my scissors and I'm going to just trim it off right here because I don't want that big piece on the edge. Then on my pocket, I've cut that out. Let's turn these over. And now I'm going to draw my stitching lines just like these were fabric. Along the collar, just draw little dashes around it, and then around the pocket as well. I've got that one ready. Next, I want to glue these down. So I'm going to keep that fold down. And I'm going to use just a little bit heavier glue this time, just because I've got that big fold in it. I'm going to put this in place. And you can see why I didn't put my tie down, because I wanted to make sure I got everything exactly where I need it. Now if that glue oozes out a little bit, it's okay because it's going to dry clear. Put the other side down. And of course at home you take your time and make sure you have all the glue you need. And I'm going to leave these, hold these down just a little bit until they dry. Now I can slide my tie in place just like a man's tie, so it's going to go right under my shirt collar. Slide that in. And now put the rest of the tie down. I'll just use my glue stick because I'm going paper to paper. And just get that nice edges too. You want to make sure you get the edge of the tie so it doesn't slide up. Now I've got one here that's almost completed. Let's slide this one in. The next step that we want to do is to add our buttons. So I've taken my buttons, glued one in each corner, glued one on the pocket, and then I've just paper clipped a little scrap of paper and wrote the message "I love you" on it, and finished with some lines all the way around the edge. That's your dad card. So let's move on to mom. For mom, we're going to have some pattern paper, solid paper, and of course our patterns. And then we have a little scrap of a dark colored paper, some little ribbon trim, buttons, and a piece of white paper. Remember, you can use any paper you'd like in whatever color you'd like. So my first thing is I'm going to take my card shape, fold it in half, and then I'm going to take my pattern and lay it on top, and we would cut this trim off. I've marked it here just so you can see it. And I'm going to trim this edge to make that purse shape. Trim that on down. Then I have a small square that I've already cut, and I'm going to just take my ruler and measure in about 3/4 of an inch around, and that makes this little cutout shape in the center. And I'm going to trim that out. That's going to be the handle to my purse, and that inside piece is going to be the pocket on my purse. There's my handle to my purse. There's my pocket, and I'm going to just round off those corners, and I've got one here that's all done. Then I'm going to glue these two in place, and again I'm going to do little stitch lines, and I've got one already here that's got those pieces and parts. Now that's the basics to my card. Now you can add whatever you'd like at this point. I've made a little tag that I'm going to hole punch and put at the top. Oops, pop that out. To put a message, I can add buttons and glue those down. I might want to put a little bow on the top using my ribbon, and then write whatever sentiment you'd like, and it's a perfect little purse card for mom. So that's your Mom's Day and Father's Day card.
Now it's time to make some everyday cards. The first one I'm going to show you is this lucky little Irish card. The second one is this sweet, cool summer fun card. So let's get started with our Irish card. You're going to need a couple materials for both cards, and we'll start with those. You're going to need some tacky glue, a repositionable glue stick, permanent markers, and some scissors. For the Irish card, you'll want some green paper, of course, some white cardstock, a lucky penny and shamrock, some green ribbon, decorative scissors, and a hole punch. This one is 1 inch. So the first thing you're going to do is fold your card in half, and you just want to go corner to corner and hold it really well and make your crease. And for special measurements, you can go to our website to find all of the details. The next thing you're going to do is cut 2 pieces of green paper that fit the front of your card. And I'm going to actually use this glue stick to put those on. I've got a fresh one right here. And you're just going to go all the way around the edge of your card and put your 2 pieces of paper in place. But before I stick the last one, the one up above, opening at the bottom, you want to punch a hole exactly in the center of your top piece of paper, like so. All right, I'm going to put this way. And now we have the front of our card ready. Now it's time to glue our lucky embellishments on. And I've got this one ready to go right here. And you're going to use a thicker glue, like this tacky glue here, to add our lucky penny and a line across where the 2 pieces of paper meet up. Make sure that's nice and even, and you can put your ribbon. Don't worry if it hangs off the edge, because once it dries, you can trim it, and then finish it off with a shamrock right in the middle. Whoops. And now we need to add a couple little lucky sentiments. So you'll need some orange cardstock and your purple marker. And I would write your sentiment first, so we'll put Luck of the Irish here. And then you can cut it. Oops, I tried to put the glue cap on my marker. You can cut it out with these awesome decorative scissors, and you get a neat little line. I've got some right here, and to finish it, you may want to add a little bit of distressing around the edge, like so. Take a look at these that I have here. And then we're going to grab our glue stick again. And the neat thing about this, especially for your words, is it's repositionable glue. So if you put it on and you didn't get it exactly centered, or you don't like the looks of it, you can always just pull it off and start again. And you'll want to do that for your top piece as well. So let's jump over to our cool summer fun card. For this card, you're going to need a couple other things. You're going to need cardstock in green, pink, and white, some chenille stems in pink, a little pink piece of fuzzy yarn, some more permanent markers, and black buttons. So I've gone ahead, let me grab my card. This is the base of our card, and you can see it's already been folded in half. And remember, check out our website for exact measurements. And then the next thing you're going to do is start cutting the inside pieces of your watermelon. These patterns are also online. I've gone ahead and drawn my lines, but to make this extra special, you don't need your scissors for this. You just get to tear to give that nice raggedy line. And you're just going to keep tearing. You can always touch it up later if you don't like it, or start over. And I suggest once you get it out is you flip it over and use this side so you don't see any of your pencil lines. And you'll repeat for the white piece. For the card base, you're going to want to round out your corners so it actually looks like a slice of watermelon. So you just knock these corners off here with your scissors and come up the side. And don't worry if it's not perfect, because watermelons aren't perfect. So I've got one ready to go right here, and I've already started drawing some of the watermelon rind lines on. And you can just use your green marker for that. Let's go ahead and start putting on the layered pieces. And we'll start with this white piece and put it in the center. And then you can put your pink piece on top of that. And to add a little bit of embellishment, if you take a look at our finished one, you can use a pink, or in this case, I'm going to use red because watermelon also look red. And you can draw a little line and create some little polka dots around. And you can make this however you like. And then we'll need to go ahead, while it's ready, to go ahead and add a hole punch. And this is where we're going to attach our pipe cleaner. Okay, let's go ahead and glue some buttons on. And for this, we're going to use a thicker tacky glue. And you can put these wherever you want. These are going to be our seeds for the watermelon. And you can put your seeds around, and you can add some more dots and dashes with your red marker. Got 5 little seeds here. And then let's work on the Cool Summer Fun tag. For this, you're just gonna write out your message. You can write whatever you want. It can be hello, or I hope you're having a good day. Just something fun and nice. And so we'll write hello on this one. Okay, and then remember, just like we tore our inside edges, you can make the edges of your tag torn as well. And attach this with your glue stick. And then to make it match the watermelon edge, you can put some little green lines on it. And then we need another hole punch. It's going to take all day. So go ahead and thread your yarn through your tag and grab a chenille stem and make a little twirl. And this is going to create the handle. So it makes a little loop, and then down through the other hole and bring your loop up and around. And then you can finish by tying your little tag at the top. And you have a really cool little summer fun card like this one here. You're invited to a pizza party. When your friends see this invite, they'll know what's on the menu. Okay, to make your pizza party invitation, you'll need a repositionable glue stick, glitter pens, especially red, your pizza party info, some yellow tissue paper, cardstock in red and tan, a paintbrush, scissors, a small hole punch, some brads, and some school glue. It's also handy to have a circle template, but you probably have something around the house that you could use as well. So let's start by building the layers of our pizza party invitation. So I'm just going to go ahead and trace a large circle onto the tan cardstock. And you're going to need 2 of these, one for the back and one for the front. And this is what's going to be the crust of your pizza. Then you'll want to make a slightly smaller, red piece of, here we go, red piece of sauce. And then you need to trace the large circle around your invitation. I've already got this one. There we go, ready. Okay, so once you have all of your pieces ready to go, you'll want to start gluing them. So we'll start with the sauce and go around, and then you'll just stack this up like so. And then let's add some cheese with some tissue paper. And to do that, you're just going to put a little bit of glue on the front. And don't worry, because it will dry clear. And then you can tear bits of yellow paper and kind of scrunch it up a little bit and seal it with the glue. Okay, and I've got one ready right here. Now the next thing you're going to want to do is hole punch all of your layers And actually, I'm going to try to sneak through all the layers at once. You may need an adult to help you here. And then you're going to seal it with a brad. And then that will keep all of your layers together. And then just pull the two sides apart. And then to finish it off, we're going to add a little bit of sparkle and make some pepperoni polka dots like that. And that is a really neat final touch. Now let's take a look at the final invitation so you can see all of the layers that are in this clever invitation. So you've got your front pizza, and then your party info, and then just a back piece of tan cardstock just to seal it all up. You can drop it in an envelope and mail it to your friends, and I know they're gonna be excited about your pizza party. So whose birthday is coming up in your life? Why don't you make them a card with some of the ideas from today? What do your friends like? You can add that to their card. And while you're thinking, how about working on ideas for our next show? It shouldn't be too hard because the theme is wacky. I hope you can join me.
Projects and ideas from today's show, plus hundreds of other kids' craft projects for every occasion, season, and even school subject are available on the web at craftsforkids.com. This is show 1402. A DVD set of all 13 episodes of Hands-On Crafts for Kids, Crafting Every Day, Series 1400, is available for $39.99 plus shipping and handling. Visit craftsforkids.com to order. Make crafting a part of every day with Hands-On. Hands-On is made possible by Elmer's Products, manufacturers of a variety of adhesives, arts and crafts, and office products for use at home, school, or business. Elmers.com. Floracraft. Floracraft foam. Make it fun. MakeItFunCrafts.com.